And welcome to Let's Talk Houston. And I am your host, Dr. J. Lynn King. And welcome to Let's Talk.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
Welcome to Let's Talk Houston, and I am your host, Dr. J. Lynn Hicks. And in the studio with us today, we have this amazing, phenomenal man of God, Terry Matthews. Yay! Let's give it up for Terry. I'm so glad to have you join us on today, sir. You could go ahead and greet your audience.
How you doing? I'm Terry Matthews. At the Instagram, Feed a Foolproof Guru.
I love that. I mean, I was looking at that. I had to keep respelling this. Feed a foolproof guru. I had to keep breaking up the letters. I didn't quite understand. I said, so is he feeding a fool?
No.
Or is a fool feeding? I mean, y'all click like, click share. Tell a friend, tag a friend, tell a friend. They say sharing is caring. So tell Lottie Dottie and every doggone body that we are live and in living color. Exactly. Where did that name Feed a Fool come from?
Well, my nickname is Fee. F-E-E.
Oh,
I don't know where my parents got that from. It wasn't a street name my parents gave.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Feed?
F-E-E.
Okay.
Yeah. I was born and raised with that name, family name, and childhood friends called me Fee.
But it said Feed a Fool.
Yeah, well, the foolproof is you can't get nothing by me.
Okay.
Because I done played the fool many times.
Okay.
So now I'm hip now, you know. Yeah.
Mr. Jenkins, Mr. 180, shout out to Mr. 180. So happy to have you join us on the night. Oh, you hip now. You hip now.
I'm hip. You can't fool me too much
Oh,
unless
okay.
I just simply don't know about it.
So you're acknowledging that you have been fooled in your life.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So who was fooling you?
Oh, it's quite a few people. Sometimes people do stuff without you knowing until you get knowledge of it, you know. But I'm kind of blessed with discernment, so I can feel certain things.
Okay, you can feel it. It's intuitive.
Right.
It's a gut
But
feeling.
once I get aware of it, yeah.
It's over. No.
Yeah, like Matumbo.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah.
So I was reading your bio. It's interesting. I know your name is Terry Matthews. I know your name is Terry Lynn Matthews. My middle name is Lynn, of course. So that's a commonality. And I so appreciate, your friend reaching out to me about you.
Okay.
Because had she not contacted me, Miss Trini, I wouldn't have known that, you were here.
Hey, Trini.
Hey, shout out to Minister Trini.
Yeah.
And she's such a down-to-earth real person.
Oh, yeah.
I love her personality because she's so authentic, she's not fake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I see your background, truck driving, Trimac transportation.
Yes.
I see that you were born and raised on the south side of Houston.
Oh,
I'm born and raised on the south side.
Okay.
You're a Christian.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
That's good. So when did you come to know the Lord?
Years ago, but I seek to doing myself about 99, 2000.
Okay.
2000, but
So you straight off track a little bit, straight away?
Oh, I didn't. Well, doing me growing up, but
yeah.
He was always there. My grandmother took us to church. And,
Instilled it in you.
Right.
Evan E. Worthen. Let's give it up for Evan E. Worthen.
Sunnyside. Green and gold.
Yeah. Yes. And Frazier Barber. So you're a barber.
I did barbering for about 20 years.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Your hair is cut neat.
Oh, thank you.
I like that. In fact, I saw some barbers in the studio when I walked in.
Yeah, it's one.
It's one. You just never know. I mean, it's some common threads running through here. Barber here, barber there. Yeah. And I thought I wanted to be a barber or something, but I thought about how people become very picky, very what can I say, critical of your finished product. Like you think you did a phenomenal job, then they're like, "Oh, I don't like that."
Person like what they like. You know,
Okay,
so
okay.
and it take a product like the first time if you're a good barber, you'll get
Mhm.
close to what they like. And then the second time you be spot on.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you attended ACC, which is good for technology.
No, process technology.
Price. Okay, what is that?
That's being an operator in a refinery in a chemical
Oh
plant.
yeah.
Processing.
That's good. You like shooting? Dominoes.
Guns, domino. What the shooting pool. I didn't put
Oh.
all of it through there. I'm like shooting what? No, not me. No. No, I don't like shooting anything.
Okay, you don't like shooting. Well, you the one put okay.
Well,
Shooting pool.
yeah, shooting pool.
And for a hobby, okay.
Yeah, and
Dominoes. You like making people laugh, so you got jokes.
Oh yeah, well it's natural. You
Okay.
know?
It comes natural.
It just comes natural.
Okay. So you got jokes. So I like that how you said I'm a follower of Christ, but not saying I'm a preacher. Well, I never would have thought you to be a preacher just simply by you saying I'm a follower of Christ. Are you saying people perceive you to be?
I have been told Mr. Collins, but it always either be a comedian or a preacher.
Oh, okay.
But so
It's not too late.
Yeah. It's not. I'm not running from it if I'm called to do it.
So you say God wants you to do something with your mouth,
That's
either
it. I know
comedy or speak.
Right.
Okay, I like that. So you're saying you're short in stature, but your presence fills the room. Yes, you have a big personality. So then we get into, you say you went to prison.
Mhm.
So take me back to your childhood and how do we end up in prison?
How far you want to go back?
I mean, we'll go to high school.
Well, during high school, I was big in sports.
Okay.
I played everything in high school, as far as leading up to sports. But somewhere after school, walking home, getting home, the streets going on.
I got you.
So you see what's going on, and certain things catch your eyes, and you get entwined with it. Then I had step brothers too that was in the streets, and so we and I kind of was introduced to the streets by that way.
They influenced you.
Well, I don't say they influenced me. It was more myself because I didn't have to. It was just a choice I made because it was available.
It was available. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said they influenced you because you said that you were introduced. If I introduce you to somebody, like Trini introduced you to me, and there you are sitting there, they introduced you to the street, but they didn't say you had to, I guess, partake.
I mean, because walking home from school,
you saw some things.
You see some things. And then you have friends that's probably have older brothers that's already doing these things, and you think that's cool, So that was trending, like they say back then.
Yeah, it was trending.
It was trending.
Okay.
So and everybody wanted to look good and have nice things, and that's where it took off from. And then a series of close people passed, and I just said hell with it.
So you were grieving,
right? And that's how I cope. That was my
coping mechanism,
right?
The streets. I can understand that. I buried my grandmama October 2012, my mother October 2013, my brother October 2014. My biological father had already died before I hit kindergarten, but I was in my 40s when my mama passed. But still, the pain, the hurt, the grief, it was an uncomfortable place for me to have people die year after year after year. And I know some people turn to different coping mechanisms, drugs, alcohol, I guess streets, whatever it is. Because you're trying to feel good. I mean, because you feel bad when people keep dying,
Oh, yeah.
It's not a good place to be as far as the way you're feeling. So you're trying to go and, I guess get in the adrenaline rush or what is it, dopamine, whatever the chemical is that makes you feel better. You're trying to achieve that. So once you got out there in the streets, did you feel better?
I did because I kind of did what I want to do when I want to do it. Once I got the hang of kind of knowing what I wanted, and it really never was a goal I was reaching. It was just me doing what I want to do when I want to do it, and I had the means to do it. But I had a little sense. I knew it wasn't gonna work forever.
Okay. So you got into the streets. So in the streets, it's a lot of stuff in the streets.
Oh yeah.
That's a very vague term.
Oh yeah.
The streets have drugs, alcohol,
Women.
women. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
out there. You took before,
Yeah.
but before I could say it, you took. It's like you took it literally out of my mouth. I was saying, I was about to say it. That's what I'm saying. Drugs, alcohol, women, all kind of stuff going on in the streets. And so after you get out here in the streets, at what point? I mean, do you feel yourself falling? Like, you know how you're going deeper and deeper into something, like it's spiraling. Do you feel the spiral like it's spiraling out of control, or is it like too late and
No.
boom, you're there? Like, oh my goodness.
No, it's I remember my grandfather used to say, boy, everything, because I got into fast car. Every car I had was fast. So my grandfather always say fast car, fast money, fast women.
Okay.
Attention.
I like your grandfather. He saw you the prophet.
Yeah, so
he saw
used
it.
to say that. So but what it is that when you're doing something so long wrong,
Okay.
it can tend to feel right. So I'm gonna say the devil. He tricks you to make you think this right.
Okay.
Okay. So because you ain't got no trouble, you ain't no conflict, everything is flowing right. So you think this is normal.
Okay, it feels normal.
It feels normal.
Okay.
But it's a curse because your real calling, you to put it on the back burner because you're saying this got to be it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until that day.
When
It
some
crumbles.
wow, like New Jack City. You saw that movie?
Oh yes, man. I've seen it.
Everything was going good until it's like what's
One day.
that one day, and then it's
Yeah,
like everything.
The whole empire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're like, wow, you lost it, everything. In the blink of an eye, almost. So once you get into trouble, I'm not saying into trouble. I'm gonna say arrested. Because you're having a conflict with the law. Because stuff is going smooth, so I guess there are no major conflicts.
Right.
Or if there are, you wiggle out of
I
it.
mean, right. You handle it. You have
Okay.
means to handle it.
But then something happens one day where you can't handle it no longer. You can no longer handle it because I guess it's too big or it's, I don't know. Do you have people that pimp or confidential informants that come and turn?
I have been told on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So once you get told on, then they come for you, I guess.
Well, the way that I don't say to everybody else, but the way for me, they build a case, and so once they get you to ask questions, they try to get you to tell on other folks, and all that. But but then you go through your time and you come home and and try to change, or you go right back to what you was doing.
Yeah, someone do.
Some people switch it up and
career
go
criminals.
this way.
Yeah,
and which I have done it.
Mm-hmm.
I went, came back, and say, well, I'm gonna do it this way. But as you bring people into your life, for such as kids and my mom and some other people, cousins that's dear to me that wrote this last bid out with me. You just don't want to fail them no more, especially when you're gone a long time and they riding it out with you. But they believe in you too. Yeah. You know what I mean? So and you get a certain age, like, man, this is dead in the road. This ain't going nowhere.
So when you saying they writing it out with you, that means that they're putting money on your books, they're visiting, writing letters.
Money, letters, pictures, answering the phone. I got a cousin now. I'm probably the only cousin that he can actually call. Yeah. And he has 75 years.
Ooh, that's man, that hit me in my stomach like a ton of bricks. Yeah, so 75 years. 75 years. That is a long time.
Yes, it is. And,
I mean, do they keep you? I mean, I know they give. I've seen reels and I've seen Facebook reels where they was giving the man consecutive sentences and life and this and on count number 1, count number this and count, and just steady rattling off this time. I'm not even processing what the judge is saying because I don't even understand what she's saying. They just steady adding and slapping him with all this stuff.
That's usually the system trying to make a example or statement, and sometimes usually a person will go to trial and get those type of numbers. You know what I mean? And by the time that person can get that time back, they probably been done 10, 15 years. So the state say, well, we got the time we was looking for. You gone
Oh,
Down in
that's
no
true.
pier, you know.
Yeah, this is. I mean, so you went in. How long did you stay the first time?
I only did 2 years the very first time I went.
But you said you went
Then
back.
I got out. This was in 2002. No, 2000. No, 2002, 2004. Then I stayed out a while to 2013.
Oh, okay.
And then I've done 10 years.
Wow. The mental strength and fortitude. But I mean, I've had relatives go to prison. They get back out and dress back up and just. I don't know what they're dealing with on the inside, but they look like they happy to be with your people, I guess.
Well, I mean, it when you getting out, you know, it's like you know, you got the second chance, you know, the love is there. So you have this desire to want to do something. So this driving you go on the places that you need to go to get your life together. And some people nail it. Some people don't. You know, it's just on your endurance.
Yeah.
Because once you know, like they say, you know. So some people always say, well, I'm done. Let me go try this. But if you got this, oh, I know how to give me some money in the back of my mind, you would go out. And for us fellas, we go out, try to get a job. Do we get knocked down?
Yeah.
And some of us don't take getting knocked down to well. So we resort back to what we know.
Right.
And that's how the system, you know, pretty much keep us handicapped, you know, keep us down there. You know.
But then some of you all can go into business for yourself.
We can.
Like you're working. You look happy on your Instagram pictures.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but it's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
You got to get tired. You know what I mean? You got to get tired because when you down there, everything is time to go to lunch, time to get up, time to take a shower, time to do this, time. Don't nothing belong to you. Everything.
Yeah, they tell you what to do. They tell you what time to go to the bathroom.
Oh no. You but some jobs.
Yeah, right.
You might. Okay, restroom break.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
and be back. Especially the field.
Are they looking?
Nah, not too. Yeah, so, I mean, it depends. Like I say, depending on what job you have. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You might be escorted to the restroom.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think about that. I thought they would like let you go on over.
No.
Because you might try to break away.
Right. Or traffic and trading, what they call it. Somebody might slide you something, get them something. I mean,
I see what you're saying.
You know, I mean, you gotta ask for permission to go to the restroom. You know,
okay.
You know, so.
Oh, they might slide you something while you over there going to the.
Because there's only one important thing prison care about.
What? Making money.
Head
count.
Making money.
Okay. Because I know they make money off of.
Right. Heads. Yeah, but they count time and see it. They don't care about nothing else.
Oh, they need to be able to count. Okay.
They count.
I had a relative that went to prison, and he told me that everything we have out here, they have in there.
Cheaper.
So what I was trying to, and then I've seen videos, people on cell phones, people shooting. I don't, you know, and I got a little confused. I cannot tell a lie. I got a little confused because I did not know that they had cell phones.
Oh, yeah.
And also they had, I mean, I didn't know like they were sitting around watching TV. I mean, they keeping up with the news, I guess, everything. It's just that I guess you can't go home and you're confined to, I guess, a small cell. And
they have cells.
And then another thing I was confused about, somebody posted on Facebook like their brother or their uncle or somebody, like he had 2 kids or something, like recent, like I guess the girl was pregnant. I don't know. I guess they have conjugal visits. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, I've seen stuff with the prison guards and the inmates and how's this man got all these kids, but yeah, he's over here. I mean,
been locked up.
Yeah, and so it's like my mind, I'm analytical.
Okay.
So I try to figure things out sometimes. But I sit there and I can't figure it out. Like I thought the cell phone was not allowed in there. But obviously it's me that it's something I'm missing here. So whether it's allowed or not, it's still in there. I mean, my relatives told me everything that we have out here, they have in there. And I asked him, well, how are y'all getting that stuff? He never answered me. So I don't know. he didn't want to incriminate the people that's bringing it in. I don't know who's bringing it in there, but it's in there. I thought that was odd. And then it was one prison I saw where the man had, I forgot what it was, but he had him dressed up in like little pink outfit, like it was in Arizona. I forgot where it was. I'm gonna have to Google it, but it's like he was just determined to make him feel, I guess, bad. So he had him dressed up.
Prison it's not a fun place, but some prisons are not a bad place either. I grew up down there. I mean, for the contrary to my age and my thinking,
Right.
I really became a man down there because you have no one that you can't call mama, you can't call daddy, you can't call no one. So you had to put your feelings in your pocket.
Okay.
And if someone wronged you, or even from the guards of the ward, you talk to them as a man. You know, it don't have to be confrontational with your hand. So I learned how to talk and speak, you know, to get an understanding.
Yeah.
Because when I first initially went down, it was either my way or no way. I'm right, I'm saying it until you get like older guys who've been there 30 years. And so say, hey, look at man, they pull you to the side. Hey man, we gonna rock with you, shout it, but hey man, what about this? Look at it this way. And it helps you deal with the world because your way of thinking, because you raised up, is not always right.
Right.
You know, and then you get understanding without being confrontation with physical confrontation.
Right.
Say, yeah.
So let me ask you this. As you reflect on your life, do you ever sit and, like, I'm talking about from your vantage point, your perspective, you sit back and you look at other youth or young men, do you see them like can you eyeball them and say, look like he's headed down the wrong path, and can you go over there and turn them around, redirect them? Can you guide some of them off that path?
Well, I would say this. I was faced with an incident not too long ago. A little brother him and his mama was getting to it.
Okay.
And she cussing his mama. He in the middle of the street, she in the door cussing him out. So I stopped my truck. I seen what's going on. Hey man, she run out the house and was like, get away from my son before I call the police.
Wow.
You know, so, and I told her, I said, say man, I see where it's going. And if it starts with you, if he disrespect you, they don't be scared enough. See, when I was growing up, we were scared of something.
Right.
Butt whooping, alcohol. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
You know, we were scared of something. So when I see these guys today, the young, they're not scared anymore.
No, they aren't.
You know, so the only thing you can do is try to, if you see them about to crash, I say, man, chill out, little homie. You finna go to jail if you shoot that gun, and they already got it hanging out their pocket. You know, so like, man, you do that, what you finna do, man? You finna go to jail. And you just plant the seed right there to give them something to think about to redirect their action.
Right.
You know, because it got to be. I want to say they listen to certain people. So, but the stories from back then don't drive them because it's a different era of what they're doing. Yeah, so I mean, but I will, if I see something, I will try. Yeah.
Okay, so from the prison to the palace, I'm saying, because now you're working, you look to be successful from what I can see and hear and tell.
Okay.
So therefore, just because someone goes to prison, I mean, that's not the end, which I know this is true.
Right.
Because I've seen other people turn their life around and, you know, surpass people that have never gone.
Oh yeah.
So what do you say about pivoting, or how does one make a change? It doesn't have to be, it can be like another mistake. Say somebody got fired off a job. You hit a pitfall, or you have an obstacle or a hurdle to overcome. You obviously have adopted some type of mindset to be able to turn your life around and to do what you're doing.
Right.
With your transportation or whatever. So how do we do this?
Well, you first of all, you got to have a made up mind.
Okay, made up mind.
Yeah, and my mom used to always say, you ain't gonna be tired till you get sick of being tired, or sick and tired of being sick and tired. That term, but you got to have a made up mind. And then one thing I do know that since I've been following Christ,
Yes.
once he have something for you, he not gonna let nothing work.
Okay.
Right? I don't care how long you might have a run or things you might be building things up to make it look right.
Mm-hmm.
But when he says something inside of you to do, he's not gonna leave you alone till you do it.
Amen.
So I don't, and you might make a choice to do something
Mm-hmm.
because there's a lot of cats that's in prison that's never coming home.
Yeah.
But they doing what God tell them to do.
Inside
Now they
the
couldn't
prison.
inside the prison.
Uh-huh.
You got some cats that, like me, got action that coming home. But
Mhm.
me, truck driving is not something that's in my heart to do.
Mm-hmm.
It was something for me to get ahead so I can do what I need to do and have a cushion to get where I'm going.
Yeah. I got you.
So what I do is say, well, every morning, God just order my steps. I keep myself being mindful of the things I need to do for Him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So not putting it on the back burner, but bless me with this job, this license to drive to do this,
Mm-hmm.
and He give me everything I need to move forward. That's why I'm here
Amen.
now.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I see some preaching now. Bless me with this mindset to be able to do.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see this, what they're
Yeah.
saying. Can you
Yeah.
say people have told you?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I agree. You have to have a made-up mind.
Right.
You have to be determined. You can't, like, you have to drown out the noise. You can't allow your distractions to overtake you. Because a distraction or a decoy demon, get you off track, and you over here doing something that you, how did you end up over there? You supposed to been going this way.
Well, distractions is part of the devil's plan too.
Right.
See, because even just like God know, the
Mhm.
devil know too. So even though you could be on this road to doing what it is you're supposed to be doing,
Right.
the devil can throw a distraction out to some stuff you didn't even know you like to entertain.
True.
You see what I'm saying? And then once you start entertaining, it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're chasing this feeling. But by the time you snap to say, well, dang, I'm supposed to be over here doing it, months, years then pass by. So, but and that's why I believe the good preachers, the most stern preachers say you got to stay in your word.
Yeah, you do.
Because daily you got to meditate in the day and night because the distraction's gonna come.
Yeah.
But if you got the word here in your heart and do what you need to do, okay, that's gonna happen. Let me keep my focus over here. Let me do the things I need to do. Yeah.
I totally agree. So we've been kind of serious this first day.
It's all right.
The comedian side. I'm trying to see some of this other side of your person. Okay, this is now we've been very serious.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about high school. We talked about grandpa. We talked about people riding with you.
Right.
We talked about, I guess, people tipping the law off or whoever the popo. Yeah. I don't know how it works, but they tipping and telling. Mm-hmm. Okay, you did the bid 2 years. You came back, stayed.
Yeah,
You had a big gap.
Big nice gap.
Yeah, big nice gap.
Yeah.
You felt like everything was cool.
Yeah. Scarface. It's going down.
Oh, you want to mess with me?
Yeah, you want to mess with me? I'm the man. Yeah.
So then, boom, you end up back.
Yeah.
10 years. Now we get out. So how long you been out?
2 years.
2 years.
April 1st made 2 years.
April 1st. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
April
now
Fool.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Then you put that word in your handle on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And the Bible talks about we shouldn't call nobody no fool. So why did you put fool in there?
Well, I don't know what they say that in the Bible. Don't call nobody a fool.
They said the Lord. It's a scripture in there.
Yeah. Well, I know. Also, in Corinthians, he say the foolish things over.
Okay.
That he find wise.
Okay.
So, and I am a fool. I am. A good one though.
Okay.
But it's the foolish stuff that you try to put on somebody that, So it's like bulletproof. That's what foolproof means. So if
you talking about
Yeah. So that's where that name come from. So I'm just foolproof. I'm foolproof.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got a Vince on.
There it is. Okay. For the foolishness.
It's like you're protected from
foolishness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So comedian. I'm saying your comic side, your comedian, your comic relief. I'm talking about where do people see this side?
Well, like, believe it or not, I am an introvert with an extrovert attitude.
I have
so once I warm up and go to get familiar, it's just no telling what might come out.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But I'm not shy to the point to where I just sit back. Where I do observe a lot, but once I get, it's just coming. We're gonna have fun.
Oh, wonderful.
So, yeah.
So when I was looking, now you know what? I don't know anything about you. Are you like, as far as she didn't explain to me? Are you married?
No,
you have kids?
I think that is. I got hives when you said the word. Immediate allergic reaction.
Why?
No. I desire. I've been married before, but I desire to one day.
Okay, ladies, he desires to one day.
One day, I do. I'm gonna be a good husband to you.
I believe
you. I'm big.
Okay, so you have kids?
I do. I have 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 5.
So how old are you?
I'm 47.
Okay.
Yeah.
5 kids. Okay. You working?
Absolutely working. That's what they like. Yes. Yeah, I work for the ladies.
Yeah, I noticed on your Instagram you're quite the popular man there, because I was trying to find a picture, but every time I was looking, there was always a different woman in the pictures with you. I said,
that's the same woman. She just got a costume on.
Same woman. Okay.
Same woman, different costume.
Okay.
It, yeah.
All right. Whatever you say. I'm gonna take your word for it.
I appreciate it.
Okay. And so you say you say that you are from the South Side.
Yes.
So that's where you still reside, South Side. Okay.
I'm out there. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. So what are your plans for the future?
Well, I'm just planning to work on me day to better me every day.
Okay.
I got a few kids that's coming out of school, and once I get them out the way, I just would be in a good businessman at that. So it's just
the reason I was asking is because you said that you were going to do this, like the truck driving was temporary. It's like it's a transitional period. Like you say, you're trying to build up a cushion. You're thanking God, you say, each day.
Yeah.
For, I guess, basically equipping you, giving you the strength to keep getting up and climbing up in the truck, driving the truck.
Oh, yeah.
All up and down the road, tired.
Yeah, can't see me. I'm too short.
Okay.
Steering wheel up here.
And so you're thanking the Lord for the opportunity, because you say that this is basically, you don't plan to stay here.
I plan to create a business. I say, I know the bit. Even with like barbering, I know the business. Truck driving, I know the business. It don't mean it's for me, but if I create it, I can use it and know it.
Yeah. So when you create the business, you mean the LLC? Did you form an LLC?
I would do that, and I have nephews, I have cousins. People that probably don't mind driving. Not to be no big company. It's just another avenue of means of money.
Transport, like all the other ones I see.
Right.
Because I see them, it's on the side of the trucks.
Oh yeah.
With those numbers, those dot deal. What is it?
USD, DOT. Yeah.
All that stuff. People don't understand how expensive truck driving can be. Like when you have to buy all those different license tags in all those various states.
Oh yeah.
That might be $1,200, $1,500. I was like, what? I mean, somebody. You got to get one for Mexico and one for this one, that, and and people, I'm just thinking like a license plate like I got on my car, I'm just going to stick it on the back of the truck. But now, when you driving those things are expensive. And
then sometimes you get, I think we go to into Mexico with a day pass, like $50 or something like that. I've been,
but sometimes, I mean, people I've known that have had to buy a license in multiple states, it was costly.
Oh, yeah.
$1,200. I mean, it would be expensive because they had tags to, I guess, maybe they were crossing the same lines repeatedly. And so they were buying the same type of, I don't know, I guess licenses to be able to legally cross or transport without, what do you call the little cop guys that keep stopping them all over?
Like Border Patrol or State Troop.
Those little safety always inspecting.
Oh, DOT, yeah.
Yeah, they're not nice all the time.
No, but you just got to take care of your business.
I know, but I mean, they can be so picky and so trying to see if a tail light is out, see if this is there and that is there, and on the right tickets. Why are people? I mean, please, don't they understand? People are trying to work. I mean, stop. I mean,
let me make it up.
I mean, I've been riding with people. It's like, what? I mean, they're just, please.
I think it was about 3 months ago. I was coming from Georgia, but I made it all the way, every way station.
Okay.
All the way till I got in the Texas Beaumont right there, the last way station.
Right.
And I got pulled in for a level 4 inspection.
Oh my goodness.
And the state trooper, when he got
is your mic in front of you? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay,
but,
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, but
okay.
the state trooper had pulled me over. He said, "Raise the hood." So he ran my license, and he say, "Is it anything in here?" I said, "Shit, we wouldn't be here. It'll be a high speed chase." You know what
yeah. He asked you.
Yeah, it'll be a high speed chase. You wouldn't have to worry about doing this type of inspection if something was in there.
No, ain't nothing. I mean, who would admit that something was in there though?
Right. I mean, but I'd admit it because I wouldn't stop. Yeah, we didn't stop it for what?
But did he mean that, or did he mean what you call it?
Well, he just asked if anything, you know.
Sometimes they have people in there though.
Right. Well, I ain't having none of them.
I know you're not. Well, you see it on the news.
Oh yeah.
They have actual people in there. So he might, I don't know if he meant people or I mean, what you call it? Contraband people. I don't know what you call all the different things.
Right.
But yeah, well, that's cool. So when I asked you about your future, I was talking about so you only want to extend the trucking business and bring in nephews, or maybe
or just like a guys maybe coming home because with CDLs. They kind of making it easy to get, but they have other jobs that you can do a regular Class C license that you can run a nice fleet with, like Hot Shot. So that's why I say I'm learning the business on far as transportation. I don't need a big fleet. I just need to know the business to help someone like I got help.
I took a class one time. It was either a CDL or a Class C. I think it was a CDL because at the time, in order for me to ride an 18-wheeler, I needed to take the class. They just wanted the passengers to take this class. So I sat up in there and took that class. At Victory Transportation.
To ride.
Just to ride.
Just to ride.
Yeah.
But
that was some hours of my day. I had to go take this class, sit through this class, take the multiple choice. I had to watch the videos of the men trying to drive and they were sleepy and about to drive off the road. Yeah, I had to do all that. Then I had to take the multiple choice test, but I didn't drive. I just took the test. So I guess if I would have went down there and drove, I guess that's the other part. I could have been a truck driver, but I'm
gonna take the test.
But I'm afraid to do that because I don't drive well enough. First of all, I don't like turning those corners. There's too much going on.
Yeah.
To turn and to make the turn. I don't want to run over somebody.
Well, it's just
it nerves me up.
No. It's just like just think one of your friends like Trina got them hips and booty and stuff, and walk out the door. She gotta watch behind her. You gotta watch. It's the same thing with a truck. You just gotta go wide and turn. You can't just turn.
And I was standing on the side of a truck one day, and this man gonna walk up to me talking about you driving that rig or something. I said, no, sir. I'm just standing out here, sir. Because I am, I'm afraid. But I see it now in this day and time. There are a lot of people driving rigs, and I see a lot of females
they are.
And couples opening up these fleets of 18. There's obviously money to be made.
Oh yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, the transportation business is a good investment. T Wade, I'm telling you, I see a lot of people, and it was a very feminine woman I saw. I forgot that lady's name. I haven't seen her in a while. But her and her husband had started up some type of transport, and they had a lot of trucks. So I guess you buy one and you buy another one. I guess you build up your credit. I don't know, and they give you the loan. I don't know how it works. You just get all these trucks. And I'm like, obviously, she looked like $1 million. So I'm saying, obviously, this must be the way to go.
Yeah.
But I mean,
you just got to find your own lane.
Yeah. Some
people just want to go in and say, well, we're going to get to the money, but it's you got, like I say, you learn the business.
Right.
But that's any business you go into. You learn the business, and you just got to have it in your heart to really do it and mind the business that pay you.
Right.
So, yeah.
And I've seen the ones where you go get the trucks and say, for example, I'm the truck driver, but yet I hire you, like your nephew or my nephew, to drive for me. And so basically I give him a cut of the pay that's supposed to be paying me. It's my truck. It's my contract. But I'm going to let him drive for me. So I give him, am I supposed to give him most of the money? Or 60-40, 80-20?
Well, I mean, it depends on whatever agreement y'all come with. Because especially if you would go through a big company.
Okay.
You know, like I'm with a chemical company. So when I first started, I drove for a guy. He leased his truck through the company. And and I think the company took 15. And he was with the 85, and me and him went 50-50 with the 85. Right. And so it just depends on whatever agreement you with. Sometimes you can go get your own authority, which is insurance, and you book your own loads, and you say, well, hey man, I'm gonna give you $1,500 a week, but you pay
you have to pay your own gas.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you're going. Well, there you got to pay your own gas, but it's not bad. The truck pay for itself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you know, but they got stuff locally around Houston that you know, 5 days a week you can make you $5,000 a week.
Around Houston?
Yes, man.
I need to go put my
Yeah, you get your own truck, you can be right around Houston Monday through Friday.
I'm telling you, I have a fear of driving 18. And then that's another thing, the gears. 13 gears, however many was.
Yeah, well, they got automatics now.
Oh, they do?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, you get there and go.
Oh, okay. So all is shifted. Okay.
Yeah.
Because all the trucks I've seen, everybody's shifted.
Yeah, they gonna we from the south side of Houston. By 2026, somebody gonna have elbows on their automatic. Watch what I tell you.
I believe that. What is that, Craig Cadillac Anderson?
Oh yeah, I seen him today. Yeah,
you saw him
today earlier. Yeah.
You remember he used to drive some car, some bike, or something. He had elbows and sticking out. That's why they call him Dr. J. Lynn. We are in. She's right. We are. That's what that T Wade. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. She's in the teaching profession, education. Okay. I'm in education. What I'm saying, I mean, I know that they are paying educators more now, but when you saying $5,000 a week and 5 times 4 is 20.
Yes, man.
And so, you know, when I think I had a friend, and she said her brother made that kind of money, $200,000, $250,000, because driving trucks. Right. He was doing hazmat, you know, like you say,
but this particular job is no hazmat. You're just going in and out the port with containers. Yeah, no hazmat.
Maybe we need it. Maybe T Wade.
Yeah.
You make the first move.
Yeah. You look at me now.
Yeah. Yeah. We might need to try this out. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go in and out the port because to me, the field is saturated with men.
Well, what does that
mean? I'm just saying I don't feel like I fit in. Is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Why? Because business is business at the end of the day.
Right.
And then I ain't never seen too many men with successful business don't have a strong one behind that business. So
that's true.
Because we can be everywhere, and this woman can have enough you know, to stay in base and mind. Right.
Yeah. I just because teachers you know, $5,000 a week, they don't pay us that.
Yeah, but y'all important. Life starts with y'all.
Henry, look. She's on here. Oh no. I thought she's somewhere. Yeah. But listen, I'm just saying when you talk about $5,000 a week, and even if we did that over the summer, I mean, that would be a tremendous blessing.
Oh yeah.
Although the state or somebody approves some bill supposed to give a raise. I mean, but they always give people raises. But I mean, it doesn't add up to like that, $5,000 a week. But there are many things you can do. Like you said, the truck driving, the barbers. I know some barbers that make. In fact, I was at when my cousin died this past weekend. Shout out to the Hilliard family, Alexander family.
You say Hilliard?
Hilliard.
Oh, Eric like Hilliard?
Yeah, but no, not them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hilliard, that is the name.
Okay.
But this was Eric Hilliard. But anyway, yeah, I just went to the service. What they was saying.
Okay. This is show your check stub. This was last week.
And the Some barbers.
This was 47.
That's for a week.
This that last week, well, 2 weeks ago.
T-Way, we got to get a move. T-Way, we got to get a move on.
I'm sorry, it was 40.
489. Oh, that's wonderful. T-Way, we got to put our application in. Thank you, Donica, the author. Sorry for my loss. You know how they say we didn't lose them. We know It's just that the process and the grief process of looking at people who pass away. Because my sister called me, and when I went over to the house, he was still in the house.
Okay.
And she didn't tell me. She said, I'm over here, it ain't fake. She told me about my cousin, he passed away. I said, okay, I'll be there. Just give me time to get the kids situated and stuff, my grandkids. And so when I went over there and I walked in, everybody was sitting in the living room. And for some reason, Aunt Faye wandered out of the living room. And so I started getting up, walking through the house, trying to see which way she went. I never did find her for a while. But when I looked to my left, I saw my cousin was still laying in there. But see, nobody in the living room had told me. They didn't give me I didn't have a chance to brace myself.
Okay.
So I saw him there. And so I went in there. I looked. I mean, when people first pass away, they still have their color, still look perfectly like they're just sleeping. So I stayed there until the coroner, funeral, whoever that is, come in there.
Yeah.
And put him in a bag and zipped. Because when you drive up, the police were outside. Which I saw him sitting out there with the lights flashing, but they didn't have the siren on. You said the lights.
Yeah, well, no, used to have the sirens on.
I know it. I'm just saying, but why are the lights flashing?
Well, that's just we on the way. That means
they're not
something.
On the way. They're sitting there.
I mean, but that means something. When you got the sound on, that means we're in a rush. It's the emergency.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So when you got the lights on, we
just saying something.
Yeah,
we're here. They're making their presence known.
Right.
Look, she said, let me know. Get to the T-Way. Okay, T-Way. T-Way said, get the information. Thank you for praying for me. God is good. I'm still here. I mean, life must go on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
we
live
can't
by
stop.
that. Life goes.
Yeah,
on.
we gotta pivot. We can't wallow in sorrow and wallow in our misery.
Yeah.
And wallow in just heartache and pain. We just gotta lift up holy hands and pray. We know God is with us.
Oh yeah.
It's all a process.
Yeah. Well, if we, and then some things just can't control.
Yeah.
And you just gotta let that go. And that's the part about grieving. You can't put no time limit on it, but once you accept it and say, well, you know what it is, and you just gotta hold on to those memories. That's why I don't. If something bothers me noon, I'm done with it. If I can't control it, I'm done with it because life's too short.
Yeah, what I think is that, for whatever reason, when I was coming up, for example, my grandmother was 90 something. Her husband lived to be 90 something, and I just had answer relatives of 89 and 90, and you know what I'm saying? So I think everybody's gonna live to be 90. Yeah. So when they check out on me, wow, you were so young, I didn't expect you to go this soon. I know, but we don't. It's kind of we don't foresee when it's gonna happen or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we know it's gonna happen, but we don't see it.
Never know the time.
And even when they're 90, you're like, what? I thought she was gonna be 100.
They was ready to go.
Yeah, they were ready.
What you still got me around here for? I'm ready to go.
Yeah, they were ready. That's what my grandfather used to say. He used to say, when you get my age, if you're not ready to get away from me, it's something wrong with you.
Yeah. Time to go.
Yeah, because you're tired and your body tired. Well, you're right. What else is to do? You've done everything.
Seen a lot.
There's Jennifer. I love me some Jennifer. Girl, I have not seen hide nor hair of you forever. And here you are. I used to love me some Jennifer. I went to Salem Houston State University with Miss Jennifer. Okay. And Jennifer was over there for just sunshine and rainbows and cupcake sprinkles. And just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed over there at Salem Houston State. I tell you the truth. She said, that's my queen. And you're my queen. She always kept her hair dutied up. She always kept herself dutied up. Yes, I just tell you the truth. I just keep pushing.
Oh, yeah.
In the name of Jesus. I just keep moving forward. Yeah, I'm gonna have a birthday here soon. Dr.
Okay.
Hicks saved my life. Well, Jennifer, did I really? I was being a witness to you and testifying and love. I didn't realize I was saving your life at the time. I was always trying to be positive and upbeat with you in class. Hello, everyone. There's Patricia. She was on here late. It's already 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem like
fun.
it. Huh? Yeah, we had talked about everything. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think what we talked about was we getting ready. Me and T Wade are getting ready to start our truck.
Yeah, truck.
She said, "Get your information." T Wade. She said, "Yes, ma'am. You were a light when I went dark." Hey, praise the Lord.
It is,
Jennifer, do you know I did not know you went dark? I thought you were light. I thought you were bright. I thought you were shining. You were shiny. You were shiny though.
Yeah.
So obviously it was something internal that was dark. It certainly wasn't external.
Yeah.
I tell you the truth. I'm just thankful that God has allowed me to be a light, but it also allowed me to have the push power and the momentum to continue because this is my 4th year in the podcast arena. And when I started, I had absolutely no experience in podcast. She said, "No, ma'am, I was struggling." Oh, you were struggling? I did not, Jennifer. You were only testifying for a reason, and I did not. She said, "But you swooped in and saved me." Well, amen. I thought your husband had saved you. I remember you had gotten married to your husband. I know you love him. Now you've had all the beautiful little children, and I just remember you saying your husband had saved your life. And now you're telling me I saved your life. And this is touching me because we don't know when we're saving. We don't know when God is using us sometimes. And this has been, how many years have gone by now, Jennifer? That has been, let me see, 2014.
Well, that's just like what you just asked me. It's like the internet. You can say one thing and it catch fire. Mm-hmm. So you just never know what you might say to a person to bring them out of that situation they're in.
She said, "But you swooped in." Okay. Yes, ma'am. We had a session and I came to you so broken. Oh, I was working on my counseling certification.
Okay.
And in the counseling certification, they made us counsel actual clients. And sometimes we had to counsel our classmates. And so I believe Jennifer came to me and I had to counsel Jennifer. But I was reading, I was learning, I was following the protocol. We were studying different techniques. And I was being led by the Spirit. I was counseling her, talking to her. And I got that certification I want to say, my mama was still alive at first because she passed away. So mama passed in 2013. So it was somewhere between 13 and 17 or 13 and 16. And that's what I'm trying to tell you how long ago this was. Right. And now she is on this podcast, letting me know 12 years. Jennifer, this is 2025, and you are letting me know that I did it. And I'm telling you, I had no earthly idea that I was doing that. So, you saw my pain and it lifted me up. Oh, amen. Mm-hmm. What a blessing. You should call me sometime, Jennifer. You have to inbox me so I can talk to you, see what's going on. So really, it's time for us to wrap this on up. So she said, wow. Mm-hmm. So you don't have a website or anything? We don't do that we can reach you. What if somebody want to reach you?
They need to call you. They can call you.
Okay, well, if you want to meet,
I am on Facebook, Tier Matthews Senior.
Oh, okay.
Facebook, yeah.
I didn't know you were on Facebook.
I'm on Facebook.
Nobody told me you were on Facebook. You didn't even tell me you were on Facebook. Yeah. So she said, being a darn mess, that's why you love me.
Oh, yeah.
Amen. Oh, I didn't know. Yes, ma'am. Let me know how to share my testimony. Okay, well, Jennifer, maybe I should invite you, but I know, Jennifer, you live in Tom, because I was out there when I was taking those classes at Sam Houston State at that satellite campus. I was in the Woodlands and I was in Tomball, and I know that you're way out there.
The gas cheap on the north side, so she can make it.
Yeah, but I mean, this is far. She's a mother. She's a wife. She's a mother of 3. A wife? So I mean, this would be girl, not Tomball. But I'm saying, you remember I was taking classes at Tomball. I was either at Tomball or I was at the Woodlands. Miss Jennifer.
She said we moved on up. See, she
it
moved on up.
Oh, y'all moved on up?
Yeah, see, she changed the last name to Jefferson. She finna put it up there like
that. Okay, so they have moved on up. We're gonna have to chit chat because I when I was out there taking those classes, I was going to events in spring at little churches. I was in the Woodlands. I was in Tomball. This is like 12 years ago, of course. And I'm saying she's really shocked me by even telling me that how I helped her and touched her. Because back then, she didn't tell me. But 12 years later.
That's all right.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
She's in Austin.
Just teasing because you know.
The Jeffersons in Austin. That's all right. You still moved on up.
Yeah, you did. Austin. It's funny she would say Austin because I was at that funeral, at that homegoing celebration, as we say, and one of my cousins, well, she used to be married to my cousin, told me that she had a event. She plans events, and she had an event space, and an Airbnb was on top of the event space. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking that was in Austin. And now Jennifer saying she's in Austin. Well, kudos.
Take your show on the road.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I didn't know she was in Austin. I thought she was still here. Okay, Jennifer, you're going to have to inbox me. We're going to have to talk because I thought you were here. Yeah. So we're going to have to get on up out of here. So what's today? Friday, April 25th. So next week is May the 2nd. That's when I'll be back live and in living color on May 2nd. Times are just a-rolling. What I like about it now is that I used to call guests a lot and kind of seek guests out, which I still do. But now what happens is I get people to call me. Yeah. I get people to refer people to me. So when you're consistent and you keep doing it for a while, then it starts falling in your lap. Things start happening. So to someone who's afraid to step out, like you're wondering if you can make it or if you're capable, I'm saying once you start and you step out on faith, God makes a way or a provision, or he lights up the pathway so that you're able to do it. And so with that, I'm going to get ready to get on up out of here. So I guess you better tell your people goodbye, sir. Because we're about to just...
See y'all later.
We're about to...
Enjoy.
We're about to go bye-bye. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone has a fantabulous weekend. And as I always say in parting, remember to do something nice for yourself. Make yourself a priority because God loves you and so do I. Toodles. Bye-bye.